out where the horizon bleeds into the dusk. Dusty boots tread on a land forsaken thus. Whiskey bottles laid by the side of a burnt-out church. Ghost town whispers a crow's perch. Blood on the black sun, painting shadows long. Echoes of a train whistle, a forgotten song. Every grave unmarked, under the devil's run. What's done is done, under the black sun. Once loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes. Promised her forever under cursed skies. Betrayal struck like a snake 'neath a desert stone. Left me with nothing but her echo in my bones. Blood on the black sun, drawing a silent tear. Dust storms are my company in this place so severe. Burning memories like churches in my mind, lost in the sand that forgiveness can't find. In the mirror of the night, her face in the moon, haunting my dreams at the howl of the doom. My hand on cold steel, hard as the land, revenge a dark whisper, like a command. Kissed, riding towards dusk. In the west I head, atonement or damnation. Let the black sun decide. Outlaw's lullaby on a ghostly ride. This somber so grim, blood on the black sun, a hymn so damn. Out where the dust rises, touching the crimson sky, the tale unwinds in the shadows where the lost souls lie. Boots stir the curse and sands, past the old decayed pews, dancing with desert wind cloaked in midnight. Dancing, oh, dancing with whispers so thin. Each step a story of betrayal woven deep within. The wind holds the secrets of hearts worn so thin. Dancing forever, dancing with the desert wind. train's lonesome wail, echoes of a love lost, a bride's forgotten veil. A whiskey bottle glimmers, catching the fading light. Memories and regrets, keeping the cold night alive. Dancing, still dancing where the old love has been. Spirits in the silence of the lands that sin. The wind knows my sorrow to the gallows pin. Dancing, eternally dancing with the desert wind. By the burning church, I face my foe at last. The shadows cast by fire, flickering with our past. Gunsmoke and redemption, the end it did begin. Silent were the stars as the wind swept in. Dancing, oh dancing with destiny's grin. Ghosts of vengeance stoke the fires within. The wind carries my burden across the cursed kin. Dancing one last dance with the desert wind. Out where the wind whispers moans through the ghost town. Streets empty as the bottles in my hand last night thrown down. Train whistles cry like the haunted tales they say. Whiskey breath and dusty boots leads a man astray. In the shadow of the church where the fire still burns lies a heart scorned by the lesson never learned. Silent grave ballads sung by the damned and the saved. Every whispered note a secret from the grave. Her love was a mirage, a sweet desert rose with thorns. Promise forever left me nothing but scorn. A storm rolled in, the sky scornful and gray. Found her whispers in the wind, but her shadow slipped away. Under the steeple of smoke where our sins lay in the ash, I recall the firelight in her eyes, gone in a flash. Silent grave ballad, echoes of a love that craved each lingering melody crafted by the betrayed. Tells a sorrowful tale. Acceptance in the dust under stars that misbehave. Revenge, just a ghost among the stones of each grave. Every line rings like the last breath of a man alone. Echoes off the canyon walls through the marrow and bone. hollow under a blood-red sky. The wind crossed through the chapel where forgotten secrets lie. Dust devils spin the tales of a love that met its pyre, silent as the whiskey that fuels the church fire. Hear the whispers in the church fire, crackling with the sins of lovers crossed by fate's cruel hand, where madness begins. Burning embers tell of hearts entwined in black and white, the echoes of the damned in the flames of the church fire. Lonely is the night when the ghost train wheels its sorrow on in the forsaken, where no hope shines on the morrow. She wore lace that glimmered under the moon's cold eye, betrayed by a silver tongue, her truth swallowed by fire. Listen to the whispers in the church fire, mournful and grim, stories of a preacher man whose light grew dreadfully dim. The ash settles like snow on the cursed land's funeral pyre. Silhouettes dance caught in the wrath of the church fire. I see her face once more, her beauty a specter on heaven's forsaken shore. With each crackle, her voice calls for retribution dire. In the heart of the blaze, I confront my heart's liar. There's peace in the whispers of the church fire, fading away as the dawn breaks over bones in the cool light of day. What's gone is gone, with the smoke rising higher and higher. I leave behind the shadows and the last of the church fire. This song weaves through the haunting echoes of love lost and the chilling pursuit of revenge, all set against a backdrop of a cursed town consumed by fire and shadow. In the shadow of a dust-worn town stands a barn ablaze. Smoke like dancing spirits, whispers fuel the haze. A cracked whiskey bottle at the threshold, cursed land's embrace. Moonlight on the gallows where forgotten names find grace. Whispers in the burning barn, tales of love betrayed. Ashes hold the secrets of the hearts that stray. Ghostly echoes call me to settle up the score. In this lonely desert, justice thirsts for more. Years ago beneath the stars, a love was sworn in silence, but betrayal's knife was sharp, raw to midnight's violence. A fire sparked by a lover's hand, now revenge is nigh. Train whistles, mournful tunes as old ghosts pass by. Whispers in the burning barn, a requiem for the damned. Fires cleanse the sins of a soul where once they grandly stood. Forgotten graves tell no lies, earth keeps what it claims. Desert's breath grows colder as it whispers your name. There by the light of the burning church, my heart faced its foe. Silhouettes in the firelight, dancing slow and low. The truth was a blade, sharp and cold in the hand of my fairest. In the ashes of that sacred place, found the depth of my despair. Now whispers in the burning barn guide my weary gun. Love's dead paid with fiery breath under the setting sun. This land of dust and echo knows my final stand. Whispers quiet as I walk a ghost upon the sand. Out where the dust whips the silence around, in a valley where the damned souls parade, stands an old town, just curses and shrouds, where even the brave seldom tread. Echoes of train whistles, sad midnight calls, whiskey bottles shattered by ghostly despair. Each crumbling wall, story it balls, of love lost and lives claimed unfair. Dance, dance, the dead man's valley waltz, under moonlight with shadows you've crossed. Twirl with the memories and the desert frost. Dance, dance till you pay the final cost. Once loved a maiden with fire in her eyes. In this town my heart she did claim, but betrayal burns under cold starlit skies. She left the church burned in her name. I searched every canyon, called out in vain. Only echoes of my pleas came on back. The wind laughed, carrying her sweet scent again on the same dusty forsaken track. Dance, dance, the dead man's valley waltz, spin with spirits, the old tales retold. Twirl with the dust where your dreams were sold. Dance, dance, till the truth unfolds. She once sold for gold to the now walking dead. I knew right then what next I must face, the ghost of my past in her deceitful grave. And dance, dance, the dead man's valley waltz, with the ghost of my lost false heart. Twirl her around in the silence, we'll pause. Dance, dance in the cold under stars' applause. Let her go, let the past finally die, as the valley keeps our waltz alive. Dance, dance till the end justifies. Out where the horizon bleeds sunset hues, old whiskey bottles tell their somber tales. Dust storms dance with ghosts of a cursed crew, and the train whistles moan old lonesome wails. Here in this dead town the church bell rang, once a beacon, now just fire and smoke. A testament to what the dark wind sang on tongues of flames where dreams and demons spoke. Echoes from the desert wind, silent whispers of the sins, burning hearts and cold goodbyes underneath these haunted skies. Hear the echoes clear and thin. Desert wind, take me again. There was a girl with eyes like stormy night, fell for a drifter with a shadow past, promised her love under the moon so bright, but desert roses just ain't built to last. By the forgotten grave they swore their oath, neath the watchful eyes of starlit plains, until she found him cold, his heart betrothed to the desert's curse that in his blood remains. Echoes from the desert wind cry for love that might have been, broken vows on sacred ground, lost souls never to be found. Hear the echoes mournful din. Desert wind, claim me again. In the silence between the sand and stone, found the truth written in the dusty ground. Her love was a ghost, forever alone, a shadow in the whirlwind, forever bound. With pistol drawn beneath the dying light, faced the echoes of his lies and deceit. Justice met with a quiet good night, left him lying where the earth and skyline meet. Echoes from the desert wind, final shots of revenge begin. Whispers fade into the night, desert wind, carry my plight. Hear the echoes now grow thin. Desert wind, I'm yours again. This ballad spins a tale as old and worn as the desert trails, meant for a voice that has weathered many storms, echoing the sorrows carved by the relentless desert wind. Shadow of a burned down church, beneath the silver moon, whiskey breath and cursed lambs under a lonesome coyote's tune. A dusty bottle rolls forgotten by old boots worn and frayed, where a ghost of vengeance whispers on winds of debts unpaid. No mercy in the outlaw heart, fire in his weary bone, riding through these silent deserts, past unmarked stones, where the train whistle moans a sorrow that only the lost can know. He walks a path of shadows tale of love betrayed by blood in the cold light of dawn. Her memory a haunting ghost in the town that time's withdrawn. He swore revenge on the man who turned his day to night, his heart locked up in darkness, far from mercy's light. No mercy in the outlaw heart, hardened by the winds. He rides through cursed landscapes where the trail of vengeance begins. Under the weight of sorrow, his pain a ceaseless roam, an outlaw bound by clanking chains, far from any home. At the crossroads he stands, gun heavy in his hand, face to face with his betrayer in this God-forsaken land. Ice cold as the desert night, the showdown silent tide, echoes of justice firing, cutting quickly through the fray. With no mercy in the outlaw heart, and revenge finally his, the ghost town whispers settle as he's embraced by desert's kiss. Riding off past burning sands into a crimson sky, an outlaw with a heart so broken not even time can try. In the shadow of the Joshua tree, where the devil cast his stone, lies a town too cursed to name, where the winds forever moan. Whiskey bottles line the streets like the soldiers falling cold, and every step on dusty earth is a story left untold. Oh, the gunpowder serenade plays a tune of lead and flame. The bitter echoes fill the night, whispering a forsaken name. In the heart of silent deserts, under skies that bleed and fade, lives the curse of every outlaw drowned in gunpowder serenade. Once a lover called my name in a time when trust was sworn. Now her ghost in moonlit lace through the weeping cactus torn, betrayed by blood, by love, by gold. Beneath the noose the deal was made, a burning church, the cold farewell sealed by gunpowder serenade. Oh, the gunpowder serenade sings a love that can't return. Fires dancing empty eyes, where the soul's too scorched to burn. Through the dust of forgotten graves, where our sins darkness meets the dawn, the train whistles mournful sounds. Face to face with my own shadow on these cursed unholy grounds. The gun clicks in the silent night, like the debts of sin repaid. One last dance in the devil's hold to the tune of gunpowder play. So let the gunpowder serenade. Close my eyes to the bleeding sun. May revenge or sweet release come from the barrel of my gun. In the whispers of the desert storm and the choices that I've made, I'll find my peace or damnation in the gunpowder serenade. Out where the wind whispers secrets to the dead, a ghost town sleeps under the moon's weary gaze. In the heart of the night, a church burns ruby red. Memories smolder in the glow of its blaze. A lone bottle clinks, echoes of old sin, as dust devils dance with the weight of the past. The whistle of a train, mournful and thin, carries tales of a love never meant to last. Gone with the burning barn, whispers turn to cries. Ashes tell the story under cold starlit skies. Love's sweet facade, now a bitter web of scars. All that's left is the dust and a few smoldering bars. She was a flame, burning fierce and wild, in a land too parched to hold her fire. Promises made, the heart beguiled, betrayal the spark, revenge the funeral pyre. Forgotten graves line the path to perdition, each step on cursed land a torment to bear. Her laughter haunts with cruel precision, a spectral melody drifting through the air. Gone with the burning barn, secrets laid to waste, each ember a fragment of the love I once chased. What's left isn't enough to salvage or to mourn, just shadows dancing in the light of a fire reborn. Now face to face with a ghost in the flame, her voice a serenade, a siren's call to blame. The gun in my hand weighs heavy with regret, but vengeance is a debt, and it's one I aim to set. Gone with the burning barn, the past put to rest, with each pull of the trigger I confess a heart can only take so much deceit and scorn. Now I ride with the dawn like a man reborn. Dark and silent deserts keep my secrets buried deep in the endless whispering sands. Let the old ghost weep. shadow of the moon, on the edge of the dust, lies the haunted prairie, whispering secrets to the rust. Train whistle moans through the silence of the ghost, by the burned out church where the spirits boast. All beneath the haunted prairie lies a tale so worn, of a love turned bitter and a heart that's torn. Whiskey bottles and forgotten graves, telling tales of cowboys damned and brave. Once I loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes, in a cursed town with sunsets bloodied by lies. Betrayed by a kiss, I watched my world collapse, left me wandering this desert, waiting for perhaps. Beneath the haunted prairie, under that lonely sky, echoes of our laughter, shadows of our goodbye. Dust storms roll over memories so grave, sins of the past no man can save. Now beneath the haunted prairie I lay my love to rest. The desert knows my secrets, keeps them close at its breast. Forgiveness or damnation, let the spirits decide. On the haunted prairie, a lone gunslinger's ride. So if you wander far, where the wild coyotes cry, listen close, you'll hear the prairie sigh of broken dreams beneath the starry dome, beneath the haunted prairie where lost souls roam. In the shadow of the mesa where the cold winds howl, lies a town too dead for dust, too gone for foul. Hear the echo of the train over lost and broken tracks, a bottle of whiskey lying empty alongside spent gun rack. Dance the revenge waltz beneath the moon's cold stare, spin with the ghosts of what's left swirling through the barren air. Each step a tale of wrath, every turn burns the path. Silhouettes in a cursed land where salvation never lasts. Yeah. Once loved a girl as fierce as desert blooms, betrayed by a whisper she met an early tomb. Underneath the church where we once knelt in prayer, now nothing but ashes, smoke still hanging there. Dance the revenge waltz and charting sacred ground, haunted melodies of a pistol's retort, a haunting vengeful sound. Step to the rhythm of retreation's call, our spirits guide my hand across the dust of a silenced town in this forsaken land. face to face with the devil in boots, his smirk a twisted sin. He sold the love that was mine by right. The darkness drew him in. But vengeance is a partner, cold and hard and lean. We waltz among the shadows, our justice unforeseen. Dance the revenge waltz, let the old church bell toll, for every heart that's broken, for every stolen soul. Now as the dawn creeps o'er the hills with nothing left to mend, I take my leave in silence, this waltz has found its sand. Dance the revenge waltz, spin until we're free, lost in the world of dust and fate beneath the ghost town's tree. Sunset bleeding red on a cursed land. Here I tread a shadow, gun in hand. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. My heart bleeds a tale too bitter spoke. Lost love's fire in the cold night stokes under starlit skies and the devil's jokes. Remember her laughter under the old church light before it burned to ashes that cursed night. A train whistle moaning through the empty plains, like a ghostly reminder of our sweet love's remains. He took her from me, left nothing but her grave. Now I'm chasing shadows of the man I crave. Revenge and smoke beneath the desert's cloak. Vengeance path, my burden to evoke through forgotten graves and tales misspoke. Every step I take, my resolve rewoke. In the silence of the desert, their faces appear, haunting my dreams, stoking my fears. A showdown looming in the dust's embrace. His eyes meet mine, time slows its pace. Revenge and smoke, this life's cruel joke. Gunfire echoes as all ties I broke. Dust settles down on the path I chose. There's a road that cuts through the heart of the desert, lined with the bones of the stories untold. Whiskey bottles and dust, storm devils, echoes of train whistles, haunting and cold. The church on the hillside is burning in silence, ghost town secrets where the cursed lands unfold. Lonely road and smoke, where my demons provoke. The shadows cast long by the sins I revoke. This outlaw's heart beating under the moon's crow on that lonely road, wrapped in whispers and smoke. Was a lover who lied beneath the dead oak. Her promises as empty as a forgotten grave. In her eyes a tempest, in her words the choke of a tale so twisted it's told by the brave. Left me for dead in a land that God never spoke. Now a ghost in the mirror of the choices I gave. Lonely road and smoke, where my past comes to poke. Beneath stars that watch like they know of my yoke. This cursed path I tread, where my name is a joke, on that lonely road, lost in ashes and smoke. Silence I realize this vengeance I nurse is a path laid out by the turn of a curse. My heart's branded deep with the black of her hearse, but tonight at the crossroads I'll settle this verse. Lonely road and smoke, let the spirits evoke the end of my journey in fire and oak. This outlaw's tale, where the heart finally broke on that lonely road. I embrace the smoke. In the shadow of the moon, where the dead cacti stand, lies a valley veiled in dust known as the cursed land. Whiskey bottles clinking in the grip of ghostly hands. Train whistle moan a tune that only the lost can understand. Midnight strikes like a solemn bell. In this haunted haven we dance with hell. Echoes of the trade under a spell. Revenge stirs the dust where the dark secrets dwell. A fading town with a church painted in ash. Once alive with a love, now succumbed to a backstabber slash. Silent streets tell tales of a paradise crash. Last prayers whispered, faith cruelly dashed. Midnight strikes, the past unfurls. Among the rubble the smoke still curls. The wind sings sorrow to the ghostly girls. In their eyes the flame of vengeance swirls. Midnight in the cursed land, a tale of dust and bone, where every forgotten grave is a story eternally alone. I choose the path of the weary, let my sins atone. In the cursed silence, I embrace the unknown. Shadows marry the sun in a town too dead to die. Whiskey bottles and forgotten sons under a too heavy sky. Boots kicked up, dust leaving tracks past the church with scorched black doors. Echoes ride the wind's backs of lovers who ain't lovers no more. Gone with the dusty boots, faded and worn through storms of sand, through hearts all torn. Gone where the silent deserts weep in the ground, where the cursed secrets keep. She swore by the moon, he lived by the gun, promise whispered over rusty rails. Betrayal, sharp taste under the blood-red sun. A love like theirs was doomed to fail. From the depths of passion to the heights of wrath, the wind sings tales of a grim downfall. Dusty boots followed a lonesome path to where shadows swallow all. Gone with the dusty boots, edges all frayed into the night. Debts to be paid. Gone where the ghost towns silently sleep in the land, where the bitter roots dig deep. There in the silence after the train whistles die, he stands by the grave where sins lay, fire in his eyes, no more tears left to cry, the ghosts of yesterday, too loud to defy. Silent and bright, out where the truth meets the edge of the myth. Dusty boots tread where the earth scorns the light. Gone with a whisper like a cold fleeting kiss in the heart of the desert, out of sight. In a ghost town swallowed by the sand, the steeple bells no longer ring for the damned. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies, black and cold. Ashes of memories lace from her gown, haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost, lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. Once a lover, now an outlaw's face, betrayed by a kiss in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left, echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow and secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly base. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge or love, son, what's your fight? The gun in my hand, cold as her grave. Silent decisions of the brash and the brave. So here's to the curse of ashes and lace, to the love that died but can't be erased. In this silent desert, I make my stand, a haunted outlaw in a cursed land. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, in every shadow I see her face. Under the moon's eternal chase, I am the ghost that time can't replace. In the valley where the shadows play, dirt's as red as the sins we lay. Neath the haunted moon's watchful gaze, there's a cold whisper of old bygone days. Train whistles moan through cursed land, echoing the touch of a ghostly hand. Where roses in the casket waits, underneath the church it's too late. Hearts bound by a love turned hate, where roses in the casket wait. Once we danced where the rivers flow, till betrayal planted seeds of woe. Your sweet lies like the whiskey burns in a town of dust, there's no return. Burning church lit the night ablaze, old shadows flicker in its amber haze. Where roses in the casket waits, the tale of love now desecrate. Through silent deserts I contemplate, where roses in the casket waits. amidst the forgotten graves, I found the truth hidden away. The gun in my hand weighs heavy now. Revenge is a promise I vow to avow tonight. Under this lonesome sky's dome, I'll settle the debts far from home, where roses in the casket waits. This heart no longer contemplates. Face sealed on this custard date, where roses in the casket waits. Where roses in a casket waits. In the shadow of a ghost town, and under twilight's mournful sway, whiskey bottle lying in, 'tis the church begins to fray. Hoofbeats echo through the valley like a train's lonesome cry. Past the barn that's caught in flames, reaching for the sky. Riding through the burning barn, smoke blurring right and wrong. Haunted by a love so fierce, now nothing but a song. Ashes rain on cursed lands where once my heart did yearn. Through the fire past old sins, too late for me to turn. She was sunlight through the dust storm, now she's shadows in the wind. Betrayed by whispers, trading love for a sin. Her laughter now just echoes through the silent starry ways. Every memory scorched and sealed by the past bitter taste. Riding through the burning barn, embers sting my haunted eyes. Each flame a fleeting moment of the love that death defies. Beneath the blackened beams, our fate was drawn in soot and char. Lost dreams crackle underfoot in this pyre of a scar. Grip, where the truth becomes so clear, I see her face in every spark, feel her presence so near. Was it vengeance or salvation that this burning path has wrought? Among these flames I find the battles I have fought. Riding through the burning barn where all my ghosts reside, letting go of old regrets that in my heart did hide. As beams collapse around me, this outlaw's tale unfolds. In the ashes of my sins, a new life bravely molds. Riding toward the dawn, knowing every end is just a place to start a new reborn. Where the whistle cuts the silence of the plains, my boots stir dust from the bones of forgotten names. town with windows like the hollows of dead men's eyes, echoes with stories of deceit and lovers' lies. Here in the shadows, the church stands charred and cold, marked by the fire of the bitter truths untold. Dusty boots and smoke, whispers on the wind, to dance with ghosts in boots, where my sins are pinned. Underneath the moon, where my soul got broke, all that's left is the tale of dusty boots and smoke. That old saloon door still swings with a haunting creak, where whiskey drowned my vows and her memory grew weak. She loved a drifter whose shadow outlasted his stay, left me a locket and a curse I can't betray. One fateful night by the light of a blood-red moon, her secret bloomed in the dark, a love forsaken too soon. Dusty boots and smoke riding through my veins, haunted by the echo of her last refrains. In the heart of the storm, where my dreams awoke, all I follow is the trail of dusty boots and smoke. Now I'm standing here where the old crossroads align, a bottle in my grip, fate's bitter design. Her whispers in the gusts, the sand stings my face. In the land of the cursed, I accept my disgrace. Dusty boots and smoke, my redemption's fee. In this wasteland of sorrow, only ghosts are free. Revenge or forgive, the past in flames I stoke, walking on just a man with his dusty boots and smoke.